Hi guys, welcome to my channel Sushruta. Today our topic is on retrogressive metamorphosis. What is retrogressive and what is metamorphosis? Let's learn in detail. First, what is metamorphosis? Metamorphosis is a process by which the larva undergoes several changes to transform into an adult form. It's called metamorphosis. That means a larvae with basic characters undergoes several changes to convert into an adult form with advanced characters is known as metamorphosis. But retrogressive metamorphosis is quite opposite to normal metamorphosis. Retrograde means degenerate or decrease. In this process, a progressive, active, and alert larva metamorphoses into a retrograde and sedentary adult. Like, see, the free swimming larvae with advanced characters such as axial notochord, dorsal hollow nerve cord, and special sense organs like ocelli, otosis into inert, sedentary, and simple adult form with only pharynx and stigmata endostyle to its chordate nature. This process is known as retrogressive metamorphosis. Retrogressive metamorphosis. Retrogressive metamorphosis is a unique feature of ascidial tadpole larva. That means it is mostly seen in urochordates, especially in Ascidiaceae of urochordata. Okay, next. Retrogressive metamorphosis of tadpole larvae involves two types of changes. What are they? Retrogressive changes and progressive changes. Retrogressive, as I said before, retrogressive means degeneration. Okay, what are retrogressive changes? Let's see. It involves degeneration, that is, destruction of larval tissues and disappearance of some structures as follows. What are those structures? See, the tail along with caudal fin, muscles, notochord, dorsal hollow nerve cord begins to reduce and finally disappears largely due to phagocytosis and partly due to loss. This phagocytosis is caused by phagocytes, which are also WBC in our body. Due to this phagocyte, when any foreign particle or any dead cell is present in the body, these phagocytes literally eat them or destroy them. That is its function. That means these are also protective. Next, adhesive papillae and ectodermal ampullae are disappeared completely while converting into adult form. Okay, larval sense organs like ocelli, otosis, and sensory vesicle breaks down and they will completely disappear. The CNS means central nervous system. The central nervous system begins to decrease. That means degeneration is happening in this larvae. Anterior region between point of attachment and mouth shows rapid growth, while original dorsal side with atriophore stops growth. This causes shifting of mouth to 90 degrees. That means a mouth which is present like this, it shifts in 90 degrees. Okay, like this. Therefore, the final positions of branchial and atrial apertures in the adult represents the original, anterior and dorsal sides of the larva. That means when the mouth is turned into 90 degrees, then the branchial and atrial apertures also change their positions. These positions in the adult represents the original, anterior and dorsal sides of the larva. Okay, next, progressive changes. Progressive changes means getting the advanced characters. Like, see, following larval structures becomes more specialized in adults. That means some advanced characters are even building in adults. What are they? 4 ectodermal ampulla arise from the trunk. which firmly anchor the larvae to the substratum. That means it gives a support to anchor to the substratum. These four ectodermal ampullae. Okay. Next, adult neural gland and nerve ganglia formed by the neural tube and trunk ganglia come to lie mid-dorsally between mouth and atrial aperture. Mouth becomes functional and pharynx enlarges, in which stigma multiplies rapidly, forming brachial sac. Next, stomach enlarges, intestine elongates and gets curved, and liver develops. That means the digestive system is also getting developed. Okay. Next, atrial cavity becomes more extensive. Circulatory system with heart and pericardium is formed. Gonad and gonoducts appear from mesodermal cells. That means the reproductive structures, the gonads and gonoducts, they derive from these mesodermal cells. Okay. Next, tissue or test covers the entire animal and becomes thick, and it may form foot. Here this test is made up of tunicin. Okay, tunicin. It covers in entire animal and becomes thick, and it may form foot. The foregoing changes mark the beginning of the sedentary, actively feeding adult, which soon starts producing gametes. First, it will produce the ova, and later the sperms are produced. Okay? And this foot function is also to attach to the substratum. That means to provide a mechanical support. Okay? Significance of Assyrian tadpole. That means importance of Assyrian tadpole. What is the importance of Assyrian tadpole? Let's see. The presence of tadpole larvae in the life history of Herdmania and in other Assyrians is significant in the following ways. The presence of tadpole larvae in the life history of Herdmania and in other Assyrians is significant in these following ways. The first one is taxonomic significance. What is taxonomic significance? The tadpole larvae of Assyrian exhibit true chordate characters like presence of notochord, dorsal nerve cord, which are absent in the adult. This shows that Assyrian tadpole gives an evidence for the inclusion of Assyrian under chordata group. That means it shows all the chordate characters, main chordate characters like notochord, dorsal nerve cord, which are absent in the adult form. So, by presence of these characters, scientists conclude that this tadpole larva is an evidence for the inclusion of Assyrians under chordata group. Okay? Next, phylogenetic significance. According to the recapitulation theory, Haeckel, the tadpole larvae is considered as a relic of free-swimming ancestral vertebrates. That means, according to this recapitulation theory, the tadpole larvae is considered as a relic means it's a relating factor of the free-swimming ancestral vertebrates. Next, dispersal. The adult Assyrian is a sedentary form. That means it is not the free swimming habit of the larvae provides the only means of dispersal of the race and for survival of the race. Sedentary form means it is not movable. It is present in a single place. Okay? That's it, guys. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, Sushruta. Bye bye, guys. Let's meet in the next video.